need to have a paradigm shift in our consciousness. What will it take to achieve that?
Oh my god! Rewind it! That's a spaceship! That's a spaceship! Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and all other human beings, to an episode of... Oh man, that's when you're supposed to come in. Head tap. Oh. Learn with us, where we take video content, we find video content that's worth your time, and we learn from it.
With you.
With who?
You. Jeez. All right. We're off to a bad start. We can all acknowledge that.
Good start.
But the comeback's going to be crazy because today we are learning from the myth. He's just a myth.
Oh.
Paul Stamets.
All right.
This guy is a fungi mushroom expert.
I want to be that.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we want to like have huge gardens when we are older, and we want to like learn how to distinguish all fungi.
Yeah, because
that's so cool.
If you don't know how ridiculous the mushroom fungi species are,
we have a lot to say on that.
They could be smarter than humans.
Yeah.
And this man, Paul Stamets, is exploring exactly that. Mm-hmm. A movie that I think a director made it of him, or like in process with him.
Yep.
Called Fantastic Fungi. People have told us to watch this, some of our friends.
Yeah. So
I'm going to take this as a trailer of what we should soon watch.
Ooh, okay.
And if you guys enjoy this, then check out the full movie, because I've only heard fantastic things.
Fantastic
fungi
things.
But this clip is called The Spirit of Good. Fantastic Fungi.
How do those connect? We'll see.
Paul Stamets.
True. It gets me going.
Mushroom mycelium represents rebirth, rejuvenation, regeneration. Fungi generate soil that gives life.
Come on! Look at those mushrooms. Were you watching that too?
Fun fact about mushrooms, if you don't know this, wow. the mushroom part is only the flower.
Yeah.
It's whatever,
yes.
90% of the fungi exist underground.
It is, yeah. And 30% of all soil, I just learned this, 30% of all soil that you could step on is made up of mycorrhizal fungi. And mycorrhizal fungi, that is like what's all underneath this fruiting body. It's all communicating. And so we're talking about this higher consciousness. Look no further than your backyard in the soil to see what's communicating with everything around it. Paul Stamets says that if you step on like dirt, the mycorrhizal fungi knows you're stepping.
Think about that.
Because
those fungi are also how trees pass nutrients to each other.
Yes.
And communicate between each other.
Exactly. They have like symbiosis with each other because they are like the mycorrhizal fungi, and the tree roots have what each other need to survive. And they share it.
Oh boy.
They share. Come on.
Have you guys seen Avatar, the movie with blue people?
Oh, that's so good.
When they're head tails, they have like hair and then these tendrils that they can attach to trees and then like know the knowledge of the trees. That's what that is making me think about. That trees and fungi are doing that underground at all times.
Yeah. Stamets also says that the endings of mycorrhizal fungi have like it's like nerve endings. It's like the tips of your fingers. So they're always feeling around the environment around them. I just got so much information. I watched like a whole podcast with him, so I'm just gonna like start firing out information because it's so worth it.
Anyway, how about back to this where he says mushrooms are a representation of rebirth because they create soil. Like, not only do we have to think about how amazing these things are, we also have to thank them for our livelihood.
Yeah.
Because food wouldn't exist without fungi.
And we wouldn't
He also
exist.
calls it fungi.
Fungi.
I don't know if I've been saying it wrong.
Controversy. Oh, man.
We'll find out. All right, let's
go.
watch more
Let's
mushrooms
go.
grow.
Like, this footage is insane. It's so cool.
The task that we face today is to understand the language of nature.
Oh my gosh.
My mission is to discover the language of nature of the fungal networks that communicate with the ecosystem. And I, in particular, believe nature is intelligent. The fact that we lack the language skills to communicate with nature does not impugn the concept that nature is intelligent.
All right. That's another huge thing that he was talking about. Nature is intelligent. One of his reasonings why he, like, because people are going to refute that. People are going to be like, not as intelligent as me. What created you?
Right?
What created you? Besides the amazingly intelligent nature that's outside. Zach Bush, another teacher we love, always says, I grow tomato plants. I can't grow the tomato. I would have no idea how to grow the tomato. He's like, I just water it.
The tomato grows itself.
And the tomato grows. He's like, I have none of the tools that could grow that tomato plant.
Oh, we think we got cool farming tools when we can like till up a farm stretch. None of those tools do anything unless you have a seed.
Yeah.
That knows it all.
And unless the seed wants to grow.
If we think of ourselves as stewards of nature, you know, that we are just beings, we have this amazing intellect, not to be able to dominate nature, but to become, you know, the wizards and witches
In the woods.
the shamans,
Uh-huh.
the shawomans, I think it's just all shamans, right?
Yeah.
That are just understanding all these plants, and we just get to observe and move with them and sing to them.
It could be so unbelievably beautiful.
That's heaven right there.
That's heaven. Yeah.
Right here.
Right here.
Oh, jeez. Let's go.
Woo!
It speaks to our inadequacy of our skill set for communication. We have now learned that there are these languages that are occurring and communication between each organism. If we don't get our act together and come in commonality and understanding the organisms that sustain us today, not only will we destroy those organisms, but we will destroy ourselves. We need to have a paradigm shift in our consciousness. What will it take to achieve that?
Oh my god! Rewind it! That's a spaceship! That's a spaceship!
But I'm inadequate to the task to make a course change in the evolution of life on this planet. Okay, I tried. The fact is, I tried. How many people are not trying? If you knew that every breath you took could save hundreds of lives into the future, had you walked down this path of knowledge, wouldn't you run down that path of knowledge as fast as you could? I believe nature is a force of good. Good is not only a concept, it is a spirit. And so hopefully the spirit of goodness will survive.
Wouldn't you run down that path of knowledge?
Welcome to Learn With Us.
Welcome to Learn With Us. That's exactly how it felt. I keep having these things come up in my life where people will say like, like this is the right path or something. And like I'll refer it back to like what we're doing here. And I'm like, it really fits. Things like that, like running down that path of knowledge. That's what this feels like. This whole operation we got going on here.
Thanks to you guys, we get to do that together.
Yeah.
But how about that? Just that's one of those like similar to a Sadhguru or a Muji line or any of those people where they say something that you're like, if I told myself that every day, I would have clarity on what I should be doing with my time. Dang. If every breath you're taking could mean a completely different generation headed in a much better direction coming after you and after them and after them. Mm-hmm. But instead we're so focused on our lives, our generation, as if that's the thing that's going to give you satisfaction. But the more you're intellectualizing that stuff, the less you're getting lost in the beauty and the understanding.
Yeah.
And the experience. You're just up here rather than a part of everything.
Dude, something that's crazy that I told you the other day, but that's been kind of really coming to my head is every time I see a picture, an old picture, like black and white picture, and I see a bunch of people, all I can keep thinking of when I see those pictures is that those people were also living lives that they thought were really important. And they thought they were out there having their stressful car issues, their stressful family lives. They were getting angry. These were people who just thought, it's like we don't actually think we're the epicenter of the universe, but it's easy to get caught up that way subconsciously. And it's like looking back at those people, those pictures, that's all those little problems that they were facing, like, is just nothing now. None of that's lasted. But you can make things that last, that are positive. And also, I think a huge thing is recognizing that you are this small thing and that life is continually happening and will keep happening after you, and you're responsible for that. That is like, that's some important stuff. And just, it's almost like you have to stop caring, but also care more.
You start caring about the things that really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the one thing that you and one of our other buddies, Jake, who you two went to New Zealand, was saying about the native tribes there, that I've also heard similar things about Native Americans and other tribes, is that the things that they focus on are nature and ancestry. Yeah. Because without those two things, your life isn't possible. And if we just had those roots, imagine how different your experience of life is. Because it's no longer about Jeff, the individual, who is now trying to make it in his, 9-to-5 Wall Street job because that's going to make him the most money. Right. It's who created Jeff. Yeah. And Jeff is anchored in this this just fantastic lineage that somehow survived for all these years.
And now Jeff has the possibility to keep creating it. Yes. In a beautiful way.
Go Jeff.
Go Jeff. Jeepers. That was tough. I knew that would get you. Did know. You did. He knows me so well. Oh, geez. Well,
it's been real.
Geez. That acorn, though.
It was a pine cone.
Oh, jeez. That pine cone. Comment pine cone. I want to see. Like I want to see. Yeah.
Let's just play it again right now.
Let's play it again
just
right
for the
now.
people.
Yeah.
Just so you can watch this. We'll just pretend we're watching it. What?
All right, anyway, hey, folks. Let's end this here.
If you got stuff that you want us to learn from with you, put it down below in the comments.
We've never reacted so much to just mostly visuals, and I thought this went really well. So if you've got any really cool things like this that just have crazy visuals, especially of nature, we could talk about nature for days on end. I feel like it's something we don't talk about very often, but
let's go.
Yeah.
And check out this movie, Fantastic Fungi. Let's support people like this.
Heck yeah.
Bang bang.
All right, geez.
All right, folks.
Much love.
Much love.